love the rough cut, but I wish it was a different colour.
I be the fairy god pirate mother, and
I heard your wish and travelled from afar.
But you were over there just now.
I'm an inanimate object, so that's quite a long way.
Fair enough.
I be here to grant you 3 wishes.
Okay, I wish my rough cut was white. I mean, big and red. I mean, green. With a chainsaw.
You've already used your 3 wishes, But Aladdin got 4 wishes. Aladdin was dealing with the genie in the lamp, not the fairy god pirate mother in the duct tape. So you're not bound by those rules anyway? Oh, whatever. Anything for a quiet life,
I mean, a crossbow without pump action with half the capacity. Maybe smaller and with practically no shell and custard colour.
Why would you wish for that?
I don't know. Bibbidi bobbidi boop! Wow! It's magic!
I'm done with this for today. Your wishes be really bizarre.
Can't you change it back?
No, you've made your own bed, now sleep in it.
Where'd he go? I have actually never seen a Nerf blaster where you can see through the handle before. Technically, I have seen a Nerf blaster where you can see through most of it before, but not like this. Well, Nerf are still proud enough of it to put their brand on it. That's nice. 10 darts! The blaster takes 4 darts. Nerf gives you 10. Well, that's like 2.5 times as much. What's happened? Man, is someone gonna get sacked for this? And the darts are yellow. I've never seen yellow Nerf darts before.
That be not true. What about Doomlands?
Fair enough.
I've got to go to space now to open a nice cafe and fight the sources of chaos.
Wow, it's magic! Fang QS-4. Hang on a second. Did they name this in honour of Drac? Not sure how Drac would feel about this. Nerf have gone to great lengths to stress the fact that they are the #1 blaster brand. From looking at this, I suppose if you've got to say it. The thing is that Nerf has been under such pressure from companies like X-Shot, who actually make really good blasters. But I can understand why they're doing this. Use only official Nerf darts. To be fair, if you're giving me 10, I might just think about it. Thank you! Apparently Nerf darts have both performance and quality, whatever that means. Interestingly enough with this box, I don't know whether it's just a cost-saving feature, but it's not in full colour. Both of these are forms of orange, so there's probably only 3 or 4 colours on here altogether. Actually, I don't mind the way the packaging looks. It looks kind of funky. These darts are still elite size, which is good. What does QS stand for? Right, #1, darts go in there, then pull that back, and then... I've just been live streaming and Dak in the box suggests it stands for quad shot, which kind of makes sense because 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that makes sense because that's quad rot. Quad shot. I see what you did there, Hasbro. Just a quick size comparison between the quad rot and the quad shot. See what you did there. Reveals that the quad shot is actually a tad smaller than the quad rot. Something really interesting about the quad rot box. Look, you've got all these guys and girls here just sort of like fighting off zombies, and you got this guy with his duck. I've just realised that the quad rot actually has more in common than the quad shot than I first realised. You can see through this handle too. I think it's about time we unbox this. Let's use the quad rot to unbox the quad shot. Quad shotception. Off this comes. And there it is. Wow, it's so light. This is really, really, really light. There is a tangible difference in weight between this and this. And it's not surprising because this has got so little plastic in it. Pretty much every other Nerf blaster I've seen has got some kind of embossed Nerf logo somewhere, but this hasn't got any. This has got a very, very small embossed Alphastrike on it, and then Nerf printed on. There is only 1 screw visible in this whole entire blaster, which is nuts. That's not even a screw there. I haven't even seen 1 screw yet, not 1. That means that the whole thing is probably solvent welded together, which is bad. This blaster is incredibly small to hold in my hand. It just feels very, very diddy. Feeling the grip, it doesn't, like, if I grip it super tightly, it's not tremendously comfortable, but actually just holding it, it's not too bad. I've heard a lot of bad stuff about this, but I'm not convinced that it's terrible yet. I still can't believe how light this is. Apart from looking superficially similar to the quad rot, I've just realised that everything is very, very, very different. The space for your trigger finger is much smaller. So if you've got big hands or big fingers, you're going to struggle with this. Right, let's have a look at some darts. Look at that! 10 darts! They're exactly the same as regular Nerf darts. Don't know why I thought they might not be. They've even got the Nerf logo on the top of them, look. And they have the W code on them, whatever that means. As opposed to the Y code, which appears on these darts. There are different codes on different Elite darts. If you guys got any Elite darts around, just have a look at them. They do have a code on the head as well. I think it's about time I loaded this up and fired some darts out of it. Doopy doopy doopa. The singing helps, guys. The singing helps. Alright then. Camera shot. Whoa. I really, really wish that I had a chrono at the moment. These darts don't seem to be performing worse than average. In fact, I think they're performing better than the quad rot. I can actually compare this to the quad rot right now because I've got like 10 darts. Fire both of these that way and see how they go. Kind of seemed comparable. I'm actually a little bit impressed with this. On Jared's video, he was getting up to like about 60 FPS. You know, for stock Nerf blasters isn't bad. I normally expect like, I don't know, somewhere between 40 and 50 feet per second. But I can kind of see these being pretty decent blasters. If all Hasbro's done, they've stripped away the externals they don't need, like the handle for example, and then kept everything else the same, actually, we're getting quite a good deal. So in terms of how the blaster fires, I absolutely haven't got a problem with it. In terms of its appearance, the fact that Nerf is printed on is lazy, but this blaster cost me £5, which is pretty good. There is literally a clip at the top and these two clips holding this on. I'm actually going to take this off right now. That's as easy as it was. So this piece of plastic here does absolutely nothing. It does nothing, it just came straight off. I was able to tear it off. And actually, in a lot of ways, I prefer how this looks. I'm just wondering if Hasbro are going to sell different colours of these to put on blasters. I don't know. There are no screws in this shell whatsoever. There are no attachment points on this blaster whatsoever, unless you count these, in which case there are 7. Tactical considerations: if you're going to holster this blaster, you will have to bear in mind that the darts do kind of stick out of the end a little bit. The fact that the darts stick out of the end doesn't matter. You can't exactly shake the darts out, but it does mean you have to consider it if you're using it in a holster. I do actually believe the little W on the top of these darts stands for Whistler, because I have heard the Fortnite darts with W on them whistling before as well. Would I recommend this blaster? Actually, yes I would. Obviously, if you're someone looking to get into Nerf, there's no better time, what with the likes of X-Shot and now Nerf making incredibly affordable blasters. And actually, I feel like the Fang gives you an awful lot for your money. £5 for a blaster is phenomenal. And the one thing that I love for this as a loaner blaster is that, quite frankly, it's so easy to use. Front-loading blasters with rotating barrels can jam up sometimes, and there's nothing more frustrating to a younger, possibly newer Nerfer than not understanding why their blaster's not working. With this blaster, if it's not working, it's because it's not loaded or not primed. That's it. No other reason. Granted, we are going to have to wait and see how long these blasters actually last in terms of longevity, and that's going to be important. But assuming it has the same levels of durability as other Nerf blasters, I kind of think you're onto a winner. But also, as a Nerfer myself, this is also the kind of blaster I like. For me personally, I love how small and compact it is. I love that the performance isn't any worse, at least, than any other stock Nerf blasters. I'm prepared to run around at Broke Nerf with just a llama Jolt reskin. So 4 darts is luxury! Comment below if you understand that reference. Like I say, I love what you're getting in such a small, cheap package. There will be a follow-up video of the internals, because I do think they're rather interesting. I'm starting to wish my disruptor was custard-coloured now. There you go. Now leave me alone. Well, thank you, fairy god pirate, maternal figure, I think. I guess I'll unbox this at some point as well.